All right, so I do believe we are live, and I'm seeing myself on my cell phone. So welcome everyone to Friday Night Live. And this has been a series that has been sparked by a lot of interest, and a lot of questions of I want to start the fitness industry either face to face or especially online. Where do I go? I'm not certified yet, and I'm really worried about the next part. Or I'm certified, and I just don't know how to navigate these waters that are really intimidating and really scary. So as some of you know, I've pulled in the subject matter experts who, I've done years of research on this, and I've never seen someone encompass what she encompasses. So we have Jessica Arnone with us, and some of you saw her last week. If you haven't watched it, please go back. It's in the feed somewhere. She did a great presentation, and we really talked about some great gems. And so go back and look at that so you can kind of meet her again and also see the type of things that she can present. But I've never seen someone that can take you from A through Z and then beyond, and through every rabbit hole, from insurance to what website to how to get paid and what payment service, to what music, even licensing for music, and what to charge, how to present, how to talk to the client, how to get them to actually love online training, everything you can think of. She covers every piece of it. So a lot of fitness coaches, it's like, well, I can do this, but then for that you have to go there. That she had all of it. She has it all, and she works with experts, physicians, dietitians, and she has case study after case study of people who have gotten success through her system. So she's been gracious enough to give us a ton of free information and really get us started on those first steps. But she also has a lot of great tips also that she's going to be presenting this week, last week, and the weeks coming on her series of Friday Night Live and everything about the fitness business industry. So we do have a drawing which we're going to do at the end of this. And last week, Jessica said, I have a challenge for you, a go live challenge. And right now, I counted we have 4 people who have participated in it. If you are not sure if you're one of those 4, shoot me a message. And before the end of the show, I can see who sent me a message, and I can see and make sure that you're the 4. But if you think that I missed you or you're not sure, just shoot me a message, and I can make sure that you are included in that. Because we're going to do a giveaway. For those of you who don't know, the giveaway is going to be entry into either the ACE, the NESM, one of the 2 study sessions, the 3-hour study workshops that I do. And the NESM one is full, but I'll squeeze you in. Absolutely free. If you already paid, you're getting your money back. If you're already certified and you say, I don't need that, I'm going to get you $45 worth of CEU credits for whatever organization you are. I'm going to buy that CEU package for you. So I'll message you and we'll work that out. So message me if you think you're one of those 4 or I might have missed you. Just shoot me a message and I can make sure that you're included in that drawing at the end for that prize. All right, I've said enough. I've talked enough. It's time for us to move on to what are you really here for? Not me, but for Jessica. So Jessica, please take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mark. Thank you for having me here. I am so excited to share with your group. Marketing, that's something everybody needs to get really, really good at because you help them study better than anybody else. You are the most knowledgeable personal trainer, fitness trainer that I've ever met in my entire life. They are in the right place being in your group. Even if they're already certified, they still need to have access to your information. So I'm definitely going to be screaming from the rooftops about you in all of my groups. People need to start coming on to your free Wednesday nights. Even if they already passed, they need to get in on this information because you never want to stop learning. So I appreciate you having me on. I'm so excited to find out who wins the prize for the live challenge. You guys are amazing. I've been following you and I've been watching you running your plank challenge all week. I really hope that it's gotten you over that initial fear of going live because going live is so crucial for your business. You're going to need to know how to do this. And like Mark said, if you didn't see the recording or you weren't on last Friday night, go back and rewatch it because it's going to help. These are just 30-minute segments. You guys can fit 30 minutes in once a week and learn a new technique. Tonight, we're going to be talking about something that I've been doing for years, and it's really set me apart from other trainers because shows that you truly care about your client and you really want to help them. And a lot of people get really stuck when they get a lead. You know, you guys are getting leads from different places to find your clients. And then it's like, what do I say? What do I say to that person? And some of you guys might get a little bit of stage fright. What you need to do is you need to have a system and almost like create your own template, create your own script, and don't be a robot. Obviously, you're going to change it up because every person is different, but you do need to have some kind of system. I teach systems. You need to have a system in place when it comes to interviewing that brand new client, potential client that you just met. Because here's the thing. As you know, you're in a highly competitive business now. Everybody is a trainer. I don't want to scare you, but with Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube, anybody can become a trainer now. You know, these days, everybody can become a coach. So here you are, certified personal trainer, but over here you have a whole bunch of people that are claiming they're coaches that maybe didn't even get certified. And you're up against them and they're creating better content. So they're actually grabbing a bunch of people that could be your clients. So you need to be on your game and you need to study this and you need to go with personal development and you need to make this your business, not a hobby. This is a business. So what I'm going to teach tonight in 20 minutes is something called the 7 Deep technique. And what it is, it's basically an interviewing process that you're going to take your prospective clients through every single time. And what it's going to do, it's going to keep you on track. It's going to make your life easier. If you know what you're going to say before you get on the phone, then it's going to make your life easier. And it's also going to help your prospects sign up with you rather than someone else. So, a couple of tips before we start. You really want to listen. You need to listen. This is not about you. You want your prospect to do most of the talking. You are there to listen and to care about them. You're going to ask a lot of questions. You need to take notes. You need to keep some kind of record of what your prospects are saying. And then what you're going to do is you're going to emotionally anchor them in what they say to you. And you're also going to be creating some upfront agreements so that they get off the phone with you and they're basically signed up. They're signed up. You've already moved on. Now you have a date set for your assessments and their first training session once you get off the phone. So let's get into this. Let me share my screen. Share screen, and this always let's see, share. Give me a second. Here we go. Can you see this Friday Night Live? I hope. Let's see. Unmute Mark. Okay.
Yeah, there is a delay, but it's showing. Yes, it is.
It's showing. Okay. All right, we're good. All right, cool. All right, awesome. Thank you. All right, so Friday Night Live. This is better than Saturday Night Live, and because we're live, anything can happen. So it's not going to be perfect, and sometimes it might not even be totally professional. So just take in what you can, take notes, rewatch this. Tonight's topic is 7 Deep technique. As you know, there's Mark, there's me, and our email addresses. What we're going to do with the 7 Deep technique is we're going, and I'm going to be speaking quickly, but you can go back and rewatch this. You need to get to the core. You need to get to the core of what their goals are, and it's usually never what they tell you up front. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. You're going to peel back the layers like an onion. So if you look at that skin on the outside, that's what they usually tell you they want and why they're signing up with you. But way deep into the core is their true reason, and the goal is to try to get to that reason. So what is the 7 Deep technique? Well, it's a strategic interviewing process to get to their true goals, not their surface goals. I want you to think of it as peeling layers from an onion. So when you get on the phone with them and you're interviewing, I want you to actually visualize that onion in your head so that you know that when they tell you they want to lose 20 pounds, that's not the real reason that they're signing up with you. Their first why is not usually their true why. And you're going to find out what I mean by this. It takes approximately 7 whys to get to their true why. And I know this is probably not making any sense to you right now, and that's fine, because by the end of it, you're going to know what I'm talking about. And at the very end, I am going to interview Mark as if he's my client so that you can see a little role play of how this works. You must keep asking why to try to get to their core. Now, if some of your clients may have had extensive personal development, and in that case it may only take you 4 whys to get to the core because they're used to this kind of thing, but many people are going to be very guarded, and this is going to be uncomfortable for them, and it's also going to be uncomfortable for you, but you should do it anyway. And think of it as practice, and think of it as building a muscle. You are building a muscle to be good at this. So don't beat yourself up if this is ridiculously hard for you in the beginning. It's worth doing. After 7 whys, you will trigger an emotional response. And this is what you need to do. You need to get them emotional about their true goal. You want to get them emotionally attached to their goal. And trust me when I tell you this, if you do this, most trainers are not doing this. So they are going to have an emotional attachment to you as their trainer as well. They need to know their why in order to work with you. I mean, that's one of the reasons that you're going to get them to say yes. All right, let's move on. Why should you use the 7 deep technique? Well, you need to create deep relationships with your clients. This is a relationship business. You're going to hear me hammer this over and over and over again. You have to create deep relationships. If you do that, they will stay with you for life. They will not, you won't have the problems with retention. You won't have to constantly look for new clients if you can create true relationships with the ones that you do have. You need to have a system to follow in your business. You need to have a system for everything in your business. And this interviewing process is no different than your accounting system or anything else that's within your marketing system. You need to properly design programs, obviously, to match their goals. So you want to ask them a ton of questions in order to properly design their programming. And you also want to be able to remind them of their goals, because they will want to give up. Life happens, things are going to happen in their life. It could be financial, it could be family, and you're going to get the text, you're going to get the phone call, I can't do this anymore. And if you know their true reason for signing up with you in the first place, then you can bring them back, remind them why they're here, and allow them to keep going. You need to know what truly drives them, and it's never what they tell you the first day. You also want to know their true internal motivation, like what is going to make them do this. And you want to be able to reward them when they achieve their goals. This is a great way to set up a reward system, because you'll truly know what they want. And of course, when you're building your business, one thing you're going to hear me talk about a lot is testimonials. You need testimonials to grow your business. And this is a great way to keep track of testimonials so that they can inspire other people. Also, this is going to prove that you truly do care about them, because you're going to let them do 95% of the talking. You're simply going to be asking questions, and you're going to be asking questions that nobody has ever asked them before. Let's go to, I believe this is our final slide. There are not a lot of slides in this presentation. And this is how to conduct the 7 deep interview. I want to keep this really simple tonight and not overwhelm you. So in my experience, all the years that I have been doing business in fitness, I prefer to do that over FaceTime, over Zoom, or over Messenger. I prefer face-to-face, because the reason for that, and this might make you a little bit uncomfortable, but it is worth doing this. What happens is you're connecting with them. They can see your eyes and they can see that you truly care about them. If you're over the phone, they are going to think you're just trying to sell them something. It's very difficult to read somebody's true personality over the phone with just words, and even worse, text. If you guys are texting your clients to try to set up an initial consultation, you're going to lose them, because they don't, that, how is that different than what everybody else is doing? Texting is so easy. Anybody can do it. But if you actually take the time to jump on a Zoom call with them and show them your face, or FaceTime or Facebook Messenger, and you guys are talking like this, you're building so much rapport right off the bat, right off the bat, rather than just texting, hey, do you want to sign up with me? You want to start obviously with 5 minutes of rapport building. You guys know how to do this, and if you don't, there's a very simple technique called FORM. Maybe some of you guys are familiar with it. Family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. You can Google FORM and what that is, but basically that's a way to find something in common with your prospect so that you can break the ice, take down their guard, and they immediately trust you. And then you want to listen and care. Obviously, you guys care. You wouldn't be personal trainers if you didn't care about people. So that's a no-brainer. But the listening part, that might be really tough for some of you guys, because if you have a bubbly personality, you might just want to spew knowledge to them for 30 minutes, and then you get to the end and you didn't find out anything about them at all. That's the worst thing you could do. You don't want to tell them about all of your knowledge. You want to find out all about them. So let them do 95% of the talking. This is key, because when you ask them what their reason was for even, you want to ask them, why are you looking for a personal trainer? Why are you looking for a trainer? And they're going to tell you something superficial, something on the surface, like, I want to lose 20 pounds. That's what they're going to say. So, if you've done this for a while and you're listening to me right now, you'll know that that's actually not true. If they say they want to lose 20 pounds, they actually want to lose 40, but they just don't believe that they can. So they're going to shoot low, they're going to aim low, and they're going to tell you some low number. So this next question, if asked properly, will allow them to kind of dream, think outside the box, and really maybe give you a better answer. And so that's when you ask them, if you had a magic wand, how much weight would you want to lose? Now, this, of course, is if they want to lose weight. And as you know, that's not everybody's goal. Some people's goal is to put on lean muscle or, enter a fitness competition. I mean, there's many goals, but you want to ask this question: if you had a magic wand, what would you like to accomplish? How much muscle would you want to put on? So it's really more towards your niche market, but you need to have this question in there. And then, super important, you're going to ask them on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being totally committed, how important is it that you achieve your goal? Because if they say 1, right, then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, what am I doing? That means they're not going to be motivated at all. And so if they say 1, I'm just telling you, the reason they're saying that is because they actually don't believe that they can. I'm just going to use the weight loss for this whole session, guys. I'm just going to use the weight loss example because that's the most common. So let's just go with that. If they say 1, it's because they don't really believe that they can lose weight, because nothing has ever worked for them before. So they're actually afraid to say 10. And then what you have to do if they do say 1 is basically just say, well, what is it going to take to get to a 10? What do I need to share with you to get you to a 10? Because you need to be at a 10, or you need to be at least at an 8 on a commitment level in order to work with me, because that's showing me that you truly want it. So you want to ask that question. You do want to say, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being totally committed, how important is it that you achieve your goal? Then you're going to say, let's say they said their goal is 20 pounds. Well, then you're going to say, what would losing 20 pounds allow you to do that you can't do right now? You need to get this question answered, because this is going to start that emotional connection to their goal. Why do they want to lose 20 pounds? I mean, what are they going to be able to do that they can't do right now? Then you're going to ask them, why is it so important to you that you do that? So let's say they said, I want to lose 20 pounds so that I can enter a race. So I could do a 5K. I want to do a 5K, but I feel like I need to take 20 pounds off in order to do that. So then you're going to say, why is it so important that you run a 5K? And that's going to start the 7 deep technique of whys. You want to do 7 whys to get to that core answer. And so you're going to do this 7 times to discover the deep why. What you're looking for is something really emotional at the end. Like, by the time you get to the end of it, because, my mom always wanted to do a 5K, but she wasn't healthy enough. She couldn't get herself into that physical shape, and then she died of a heart attack. I'm not joking. I mean, this sounds totally severe, and you're really digging to get to that core answer. And this might sound crazy to you guys, but if they cry, if they have an emotional response, then you know that's their true goal, and they're going to be so much more committed to making it happen if you can bring them to that level. This does take practice. And then you want to build them up after this. So you're going to bring them to, sometimes you're going to be bringing them to tears for the true reason why they're wanting to get healthy, lose weight, and all of these things. So then you really want to build them back up after that. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to actually share a story of another client that you helped that had a similar story, that had similar goals, and you're going to share a success story with them of that client that you worked with, so that they will get that belief. So you're going to say, you remind me of Sally. She wanted to lose 20 pounds. She wanted to run a 5K. And you tell the story, so that by doing that, you're giving them belief. And if you guys actually have a testimonial video from Sally to share with this prospective client, it would be really smart to shoot that over to them in text or messenger right away, so they can watch that right after your interview. And then what you want to do is basically, after that, you're just going to tell them what you have to offer. You're going to say, based on what we talked about today, I'm confident I can help you achieve your goals, and would you like me to share my recommendations with you? And then you sell them your packages. So your goal of this is to basically, you want to close them right on that 30-minute, 20-minute session that you have with them over Zoom or FaceTime. So what we're going to do next, this is going to be fun. It's 8:24. Mark and I are going to role play. So I'm going to stop the screen share for this. Let's stop the share. Okay, there we are. Hi, Mark.
Hello.
So now, guys, this is going to be funny because Mark and I have not rehearsed this, and I'm not sure if Mark has used the 7 deep technique before, but and it's going to be, because Mark is not a real client, he's not going to cry, he's not going to have that emotional response, and so we're just going to kind of wing it. But Mark, I am hoping that, you're going to be my client right now. And I would actually like you to be a weight loss client, because that's my expertise. And I think I would be better interviewing you if you wanted to lose weight. And I'm hoping that you kind of want to lose a lot of weight, like more than 20 pounds, maybe like 60 plus. So I can really, this, because a lot of people on this that are watching this recording are going to have clients that want to lose a lot of weight. So I think this will be the best way to do it. So are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
All right. Hi, Mark. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. So what made you reach out to me and want a, you know what? Let's back up. Where are you from? Let's start the rapport.
Okay. I'm from Western New York.
Western New York. Oh, cool. Like Rochester area.
Like the Buffalo area?
Buffalo. Okay.
Yeah, so we have really good wings.
That's great. I'm in Florida. We have a lot of wing places down here. Do you have any kids?
I have 18 kids.
Oh, wow. I don't know how you can manage that, but that's a pretty significant number. Wow. Good for you. Wow. Where do you go? What do you do when somebody says they have 18 kids?
Sorry, I just threw that out there.
How about a dog? Got any dogs?
Yeah, I have 4 dogs.
Okay. What kind?
They're more of a handful than the kids.
Oh, I can relate. So have you ever heard of a Belgian Malinois?
I have not.
Well, they are the highest drive dog on the planet. This is actually a picture of what they are. And they are probably higher drive, right, than all of your 18 kids combined. So yeah. A lot of commitment there. So I'm just going to go right into this and ask you, why did you look for a trainer? What motivated you to make the call?
Well, over the years, I've really done less moving, and my kids left for college or they're married and they're off. And so I'm just not moving very much. And my doctor said I have to start exercising, or the way he put it, expect less life.
Oh, okay. That would definitely be a motivator for sure. So how many pounds would you like to lose?
Well, I'm okay losing just a few, but my doctor says I need to lose at least 85 pounds.
Oh, sorry. No, guys, don't do that. Don't laugh. Sorry.
I freaked out when I heard that number, but so I don't know what I'm supposed to be even.
Okay. All right, back up. Guys, don't ever laugh at someone's goals. I just did that because we're live, and I know Mark doesn't need to lose 85 pounds, so it was just, that's one of those live little bloopers. Never do that. Never do that. Be like, what you want to do is just be really caring, understanding, listening, and just basically say, got it, or repeat it back. So you want to lose 85. Your doctor wants you to lose 85, but you're fine just losing a few.
Yeah, because I don't even know what I'm supposed to be. So
okay, all right. Well, if you had a magic wand and it was just going to all disappear magically for you without having to do any work, how much weight would you want to lose?
Oh, I would just wave that wand and hopefully that 85 would come off, or whatever, 85 plus if the doctor thinks I need more. So just all of that 85.
All right, cool. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being totally committed, how important to you is it that you lose 85 pounds?
Honestly, in the beginning, when I first heard that number, I thought, well, that's way too much. But now that I'm hearing my kids talk about marriage and having kids themselves, I realize I don't want to be that grandfather or even that uncle of my sister who has little kids too. I don't want to be that relative who can't play with them.
Right.
So the more I started to think of that, the more I thought, I'll lose whatever I need to be able to play with my grandkids.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So I would say you're probably at a 10 then for commitment level, because
my family, absolutely.
Right. So you already answered my next question, which is what would, losing 85 pounds allow you to do that you can't do right now? And you said, playing with your grandkids, right? So why is it so important to you that you play with your grandkids? Like, why is that important?
Well, the whole point of having family around is that I don't want them to have to take care of me. Mm-hmm. I want to be able to help them. And I know I grew up and I had to take care of my parents, and I spent so much time with my parents sick that I don't want my kids to have to interact with me that way.
Right. So your parents being sick, you're basically answering my next question, which is why is that important that you're not sick? And you're saying that you don't want your kids to have to be in the same position that you were in.
No, I want my grandkids to just say to me, Grandpa, slow down, you're tiring us out. That's what I want to hear. That type of thing.
Right. So why is it important that you can play with your grandkids? I mean, why is that so important to you?
Because I love my family, and if that's a gift I can give back to my kids, and if I can make my kids, even they're, as old as they are, but also their kids, if I can make them smile, I just feel like I have worth to them, and I feel like I'm part of the family. I don't want to be the family member who, whenever they go over to the house, they know, oh, we're going to have to help them get up the stairs, down the stairs. And I know that they would because they love me to death, but I want to be that person who they can drop their kids off and say, okay, tire them out. And I can have a ton of fun with them, with the grandkids, and they look forward to coming to see me too.
So is that something that you didn't personally have? Like, were you able to play with your grandparents? Were your grandparents, healthy and fit and able to play with you? Maybe you already answered this and I wasn't
not listening. As much. So it was more of me taking care of them,
right,
or doing chores for them that they couldn't do, which I didn't mind.
Right.
It's just every time I went over, I knew, okay, I'm going to have to work.
I'm
going to be able to interact with them because I did things that they couldn't do. And so I want my grandkids to not have to come over and do things for me.
For you.
Yeah.
And okay. Well, I mean, I honestly, you've actually answered all these questions much better than most prospective clients would. Probably because you're a pro trainer. But yeah, I would say that maybe took 5 questions to get to the root, because I don't, is there anything else? Like, is there anything else that you'd want to elaborate on? Basically, so I'm going to repeat it back. You want to be able to play with your grandkids. You don't want them to have to do chores for you. You want to be that fun grandpa, right? And you don't want them to have to take care of you. And that would be your motivation to sign up with me as a trainer to get you to that goal, right?
Yeah, because I don't know what to do, and my doctor says whatever I am doing isn't working.
It's not working. Okay, great. Well, based on everything that you told me, I'm confident that I could get you to your goals. And would you like me to share what my recommendations are?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cut. That's where I'm going to end it, because you guys all have your own programs. But that's basically where you're going to share with Mark what's different about your programming versus all the other trainers that are out there, and give him, then you're going to book your assessment, your initial consultation. That's where you're going to basically move to the next step. And if you did this successfully and you did it this way over Zoom, over FaceTime, you've built up a level of trust in 20-30 minutes that they're not going to get from another trainer who's simply just texting them. And one additional tip is when you get a lead, wherever you're getting your leads from, there's many different ways to get leads. When you get your lead, you need to immediately jump on the phone and call them and say, hey, let's set up a time to talk over FaceTime, over Zoom. Do not wait 24 hours. Don't wait 8 hours. There are a bunch of trainers that are fighting for that business. And if you're not the first one to call them, you're going to lose them. So that's basically it. You did a great job. And I'm sure you're going to be able to lose 85 pounds, like no problem. We'll get you right there. So
Great.
We're at 8:35. Let's draw a winner.
Okay, so let me share my screen, and I have these 4 people that follow through with the whole challenge all the way through. So no one has messaged me that they weren't sure if I got them in. So these are the 4 people that I know. If you did do the challenge and you haven't been posting, then maybe next time. But it was for people who posted that they finished each time. But let's get the drawing going. So here we go. And Una.
Yay!
So Una, I will message you and we will discuss what you want as your prize. If you want the CEU package, which I don't know if you want, but hey, if you want that, or the NASM or the ACE, I know you're NASM. So the NASM study workshop on the 6th, the study guide workshop. And if you already paid for that, you're going to get a full refund and still have entry. So I'll message you and we'll get you set up with that. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Congratulations, okay. Una. Great job. Great job. Yay! That's awesome. I'm so excited about that. All right, so next week we are going to be talking about growing your community organically so that you do not have to pay for Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads. I have never taken out an ad for my fitness business. I've done it all organically, and you guys can do that too, which will save you tons of money, and also it'll set you apart from your competition, because your competition is messing around with Facebook ads, and trust me, unless you know what you're doing, you will lose a lot of money doing that. So next week I'm going to show you how to build your business for free organically. So 8 p.m. next Friday night, be here live, and that's it.
Great. Thank you all very much. Jessica, thank you so much for your time. Everyone, please feel free to message me, or especially shoot a message over to Jessica. She's got a lot of great content, and she also is very open to if you need that boost. If you're going, how do I take my fitness business to the next level? Whether you haven't started or you're years into it, trust me, I've been doing this for over 20 years, and she's given me some great nuggets that I'm incorporating into my business even. So she can definitely bring you to that next level. So message her, message me, whoever, and always stay safe, stay motivated, and remember why you started training, and stick with that motivation. All right, we will see you next week. Have an awesome weekend. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.